Hello, today we're taking a look at a new hotel that only opened in the summer of this year. It's called Royal Atlantis Icon. The hotel is located in the popular holiday destination of Sida, more precisely in the tourist area of Gundodu. The distance to Antalya Airport is approximately 53 kilometers. Before the trip, I of course checked the reviews, and I can say right away that they are very mixed. There are extremely enthusiastic opinions, but also clearly negative ones. That's exactly why in this video I want to give you the most objective impression possible, so you can form your own opinion and decide whether this hotel is suitable for your vacation or not. The hotel complex is relatively compact, so I suggest that we explore it together from start to finish. As always, we'll begin with the lobby. This is the first area you enter upon arrival. What immediately stands out is the modern and stylish design. The lobby features many designer elements and interesting installations. For example, above the lobby bar there is a very eye-catching chandelier, and next to it you'll notice a decorative element in the shape of hands. Overall, the design feels fresh and contemporary, without that typical, interchangeable standard hotel lobby look. Right in the center is the lobby bar, which offers a wide selection of drinks. At this point, it's important to briefly mention the hotel concept. Royal Atlantis Icon operates on an ultra all-inclusive basis, which means that food and drinks are available 24 hours a day. When it comes to alcohol, the selection makes a solid impression. There are various imported brands such as Jack Daniel's, Red Label, Chivas, Martini, Bailey's Absolute, and others. In all bars, there are fully automatic coffee machines with whole beans, and there are also special machines that automatically mix cocktails. In addition, a variety of soft drinks, teas, juices, cold non-alcoholic beverages, and cold coffee are available at any time. Also located in the lobby is the Lafayette Patisserie. Here you can order coffee made from whole beans, tea, and a selection of desserts. Cheesecakes, small cakes, and pastries are offered, a nice spot for anyone who feels like having something sweet in between and wants to sit down and relax for a while. One floor below is the hotel's main restaurant, Tamarix. This is where breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served in buffet style. However, it's not the only place to eat. Later in the video, I'll also show you the dinner options and other dining venues available at the hotel. Right at the entrance to the restaurant, you'll find all the information about the hotel's concept, and via a QR code, you can access the animation schedule and the daily activities program. Overall, at first glance, the hotel makes a very pleasant impression. Everything looks tidy, modern, and well-maintained. Next to the restaurant, there are the typical areas you'd expect in a resort hotel, such as small shops, a photo service, and a hairdresser. From here, we then move on to the main hotel grounds, which we'll take a closer look at next. You can immediately see that the hotel consists of two building complexes. The main building has 6 floors. On the ground floor, there are swim-up rooms with direct access to the pool, while above them are the standard rooms with balconies. Directly in front of the building is the main pool. The water depth is about 140 centimeters and the pool is not heated. On one side, there is a small, slightly secluded area with a jacuzzi. Around the pool, there are plenty of sun loungers with umbrellas, and finding free spots is not a problem at all. There are also loungers placed directly in the water, made of mesh material and without cushions. Nearby, you'll find umbrellas and small tables, making this area quite comfortable. The pool bar is also located right by the main pool and offers almost the same selection of drinks as the lobby bar. Here as well, there is a cocktail mixing machine, hot and cold coffee, as well as alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, including sparkling wine, liqueurs, and Tuborg beer. Right next to the main pool, there is a children's pool with a depth of about 35 centimeters, as well as a small playground with slides and swings for the youngest guests. On this side, you'll also find another hotel building, the so-called Island Building. It's a 3-story building. On the ground floor, there are also swim-up rooms with direct pool access, while the second and third floors house the standard rooms. This is exactly the building where we are staying. At check-in, you receive towel cards. Pool towels are not collected from the spa but from special distribution points located around the hotel grounds. You simply stop by and can exchange your towels easily whenever needed. After that, there is a vitamin bar offering freshly squeezed juices. Right next to it, you'll find another stand where ice cream is served during the day, as well as waffles with fruit and nuts. Almost at the very end of the resort is the Icon Arena stage. This is where the evening shows, animation programs, and various events take place. In addition, interesting activities for children are also organized here. For example, yesterday the Mini Club hosted small physics experiments, which were both fun and educational. On both sides of the stage, there are two aqua parks. The first one is designed for younger guests and features low slides and a tipping water bucket. The water, like in all the pools, is not heated, but children still swim here together with their parents. By the way, I'm filming this video at the end of October. On the other side of the stage, there is an aqua park with slides for older children and adults. In total, there are 5 water slides here. On the other side of the stage, you'll find the open-air restaurant Brio Bistro, which is open 24 hours a day. Here you can order both food and alcoholic as well as non-alcoholic drinks. Everything is included in the hotel concept. The service here works exclusively via menu ordering. There are QR codes on the tables. You scan the code, open the menu, choose the food and drinks you want, add them to your cart, and click order. There's no need to go to the bar or look for a waiter. Your order is brought directly to your table. In a moment, I'll show you a code on screen so you can take a closer look at the menu yourself. During our stay, we tried quite a few dishes here, and overall, almost everything we ate was really tasty. I especially liked the pizza margherita, lots of cheese and a good dough. We also ordered pasta pesto, various soups, and a Caesar salad. The portions are rather small and more restaurant style, so you can easily order 2 or even 3 dishes, depending on how much you're used to eating. When it comes to service speed, it isn't always consistent. In most cases, our orders arrived fairly quickly within about 10 minutes. However, there was also a moment when we had to wait around half an hour for a dessert. Most likely it was temporarily unavailable and was freshly prepared only after we placed the order. And now I suggest we head to the beach. The hotel is located on the second line. Officially, the distance is stated as about 750 meters, but on the map it looks closer to 850 to 900 meters to me. Walking is absolutely doable and takes around 10 to 12 minutes. If you enjoy walking, that's perfectly fine. However, using the shuttle is definitely more convenient. The shuttle departs from the main entrance of the hotel. It operates from 8:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. with a break from 12 to 12:30. According to the schedule, the shuttle runs every 20 minutes. Right outside the hotel grounds, there isn't much infrastructure. However, there is a Dolmos stop directly across the street. From here, you can easily get to Side Manavgat and other tourist areas. There's also a small promenade nearby with a few shops. Across the road is the Crown Serenity Hotel, and beyond that begins the Evrensici/Belek area. This is essentially where the Manavgat region ends. It took us about 4 minutes to reach the beach. There, you'll find a fairly large restaurant called Aria. Here as well, similar to Brio Bistro, you can order via QR code, although the menu is slightly different. In a moment, I'll also show a code on screen so you can take a look at the offerings. Some guests also go directly to the buffet area and help themselves to certain items, for example, desserts, sliced vegetables, salads, or fruit. The main dishes, however, are still ordered through the menu. In the center, there is a bar with the same drink selection as in the other bars of the hotel. This is a big plus because in many beach bars, the alcohol selection is limited. That's not the case here. The beach is equipped with sun loungers. There is both an uncovered area and a section with sun canopies. Some guests place their loungers closer to the sea, while others prefer to stay a bit further back. There is also a beach volleyball court. When it comes to entering the sea, there are virtually no pebbles here. You might come across a few small stones here and there, but overall the entrance is sandy, and further out the seabed is made up of fine sand. The entry is gently sloping, with the water getting deeper very gradually, which is also evident from the fact that children can swim and play near the shore without any issues. Overall, I really like the beach. The only drawback is the distance from the hotel. If it's very important to you to have a beachfront hotel in the first line where you don't need to walk or take any transport, then you might want to consider hotels directly on the beach. Being on the second line always means either a walk or using the shuttle. Near the beach, there is a small canal that flows into the sea. I paid close attention to this on purpose. There is no unpleasant smell. Everything is absolutely fine. Now let's take a look at our room, because this is where a real surprise was waiting for us. Originally, I had booked a standard room with a pool view, but in reality, we received an upgrade and are now staying in a swim-up room with direct access to the pool. The hotel is new, and you can feel it immediately. Everything looks fresh, clean, and stylish. In the entrance area of the room, there is a spacious wardrobe with a hanging rail for clothes, several shelves, 2 bathrobes, and a complimentary safe. We have a double bed, not overly large but absolutely comfortable for 2 people. I've stayed in many different hotels, but this is honestly the first time I've seen something like this. There is a woven hanging swing right inside the room. It looks very atmospheric and is definitely an unusual design feature. Opposite the bed is the TV, and next to it there's a mirror with a small table. When it comes to the minibar, the room is equipped with an espresso capsule machine. In the drawer you'll find cups, cutlery, tea bags, instant coffee, and capsules for the coffee machine. The refrigerator contains only non-alcoholic drinks, soft drinks, iced tea, mineral water, and juices. There is also a small designer mirror hanging right in the entrance area. And now let's step outside onto the terrace. Outside there is a small terrace with 2 sun loungers and, which is especially nice, even a sun umbrella that you can open when the sun is strong. Access to the pool is not direct. First, there is a shallow area with ankle-deep water, and only after that does the actual pool begin. Now let's take a look at the bathroom. It's not particularly large, but the shower is very spacious. The bathroom amenities are also quite impressive. There is a shaving kit, a toothbrush and toothpaste, liquid soap, shampoo, hair conditioner, and body lotion, all provided in the hotel's own branded bottles. In addition, there is a washcloth and a small box with hygiene items. Down below, you'll already find slippers, and there are also towels for both the bathroom and the beach. By the way, a very practical solution. The wristbands also function as room keys. The hotel's main restaurant is called Tamarex. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served here in buffet style. There is a fairly spacious indoor area as well as a terrace where you can dine outdoors. Both inside the restaurant and on the terrace, there are fully automatic coffee machines with whole beans, as well as tea and various drinks. In addition, the restaurant has its own bar. So that you can better imagine how extensive the selection is, let's take a look at what is offered in the evening as an example. Right at the entrance, there is a cheese buffet. The selection is quite varied both at breakfast and at dinner, with several types available. Next comes a station with sauces and a large selection of spices. This is followed by the vegetable and herb section. Here you'll find various vegetable sticks, mixed vegetables, and matching dips. After that come fresh herbs and marinated specialties such as olives, pickled cucumbers, and other appetizers. Overall, the vegetable section extends across several buffet stations. After that, you reach the station with cold appetizers. Among the offerings are hummus, pasha mazeh, stuffed zucchini, red fish, and cauliflower. There is also potato salad, cheese salad, eggplant, mushrooms, crab sticks, and various rolls. You'll also find stuffed peppers, stuffed pears, squid salad, Cretan salad, and smoked turkey. Cold cuts are available as well, along with fish rolls. After that, we move on to the hot dishes. First, you'll find grilled dishes. Right next to them is a bakery station, and a bit further along, a large selection of pizza is freshly prepared. There is minestrone vegetable soup, followed by the bread station. The hot buffet also includes baked potatoes, onion rings, potato croquettes, chicken nuggets, and French fries. At this section, you'll find stuffed zucchini, bulgur with tomatoes, green lentils with chicken, and leeks. This is followed by various meat dishes: crispy chicken, chicken in oyster sauce, Chinese-style rice with beef, and vegetable satay with soy sauce. Chicken wings are also prepared here, along with sandwiches filled with meatballs and vegetables. At the next buffet station, there are baked potatoes, various antipasti, and grilled zucchini. After that come baked turkey, grilled trout fillet, and steamed fish. Here you'll also find chicken wings with lemon sauce, leiki with red beans, carrots with tahini sauce, potato gratin, cauliflower in batter, along with rice and tandoor-style lamb. Next comes a pasta corner with pasta in pesto sauce, bolognese, pasta with mushrooms, and pasta with chicken in curry sauce. Now, let's take a look at the desserts. There are 5 different types of baklava, along with a wide selection of cakes. The dessert buffet is beautifully presented, just as you'd expect from a good hotel. Today's offerings include cheesecake, orange-shaped pastries, tiramisu, chocolate pastries, milk-based desserts with nuts, fruit desserts with blackberries, sutlach, and chocolate pudding. Separately, there is children's milk, both chocolate and banana flavored. There are also baby food jars available, which is especially important for families with small children. Various types of milk are offered, including soy milk, almond milk, and coconut milk. After that, there is another dessert area with polka pastries, small mouse-shaped cakes, pavlova, hazelnut tart, and much more. To finish, let's take a look at the fruit buffet. Here you'll find melons, bananas, red and white grapes, plums, grapefruits, apples, and pears. In addition, there is also cut fruit, including pomegranate, melon, and persimmon. In my opinion, the fruit selection is really good. In addition to the main restaurant, the hotel also has a la carte restaurants. If you stay at the hotel for 1 week or longer, you can visit one of these restaurants free of charge. However, an advance reservation is required. At Guest Relations, I was advised to sign up at least 1 day in advance, as each a la carte restaurant is only open on certain days. Now let's head down to level -2, where part of the hotel's indoor infrastructure is located. This is where you'll find the Atlantis Kids Club, the hotel's mini club. On the same level, there is also the fitness center. In terms of equipment, it's fairly classic. There are basic training machines, treadmills, and dumbbells. Right next to it are the indoor pools, a separate pool for children and a larger pool for adults. The pools are not heated. Also on this floor is the spa area. Part of the facilities can be used free of charge, including the sauna, steam room, salt room, and hammam. All other treatments, such as massages or body scrubs, are available for an additional fee. There is even a separate VIP massage room with a jacuzzi and lighting, including ceiling light installations. Overall, it looks very impressive. Overall, the Royal Atlantis Icon left a positive impression on me. It's a new, modern hotel with good and varied food, a well-maintained property, and fresh rooms where you feel comfortable. At the same time, it's worth keeping in mind that the hotel is located on the second line, with the beach a bit further away, and that the Wi-Fi can be unstable in some areas. If these points don't bother you and you're looking for a new modern hotel, this property is definitely a solid option for your vacation.